episode of Full Course Yellow. My name is Angel, and today I'm gonna be playing some Assetto Corsa. In a couple of minutes, first I want to actually explain something very quick. Um, I'm not, I'm not feeling very well right now. Well, I'm okay. I have to say. Hello, my name is Angel. So the Full Course Yellow. This is Angel, and today I wanted to explain something very quick. A couple days ago, well, today's Monday, Saturday night, I got injured very badly. Fortunately, I'm an idiot. I have to admit it. Oh, here we go with the stupid fly again. Every time I start recording. Yeah, I'm an idiot. I have really bad. Let's say I cannot control my emotions very well, and when I actually get really angry, I punch walls. I punch things actually I see around. Now, just to be actually clear, I don't punch people. I'm very peaceful guy. I don't consider myself a violent guy, but when I get very emotional, actually the first thing that goes is my fist against a wall. That's my way to basically get my frustration out. Unfortunately, last Saturday I had one of these episodes where I got very stupid fly again. I got actually very frustrated with a very strange situation I was getting into. I was basically the last thing I needed to see, the last thing I needed to go through. It was a really bad week for me, and the fact that, I'm not gonna get into it. I punched the side mirror of my car. Um, it wasn't very pretty because there goes the fly again. Sorry. Oh God, now it's in front of my face. That's great. Yeah, unfortunately, it wasn't very good because yeah, the mirror was still there. I thought the mirror was already on the ground by the time that my fist impacted the mirror or the frame of the mirror. But no, I found the mirror. The mirror wasn't. It was still attached. It was on the floor. What happened was I punched it with such a force that basically it took a chunk of my flesh off. I found the mirror, and I found underneath of the mirror, in between the cracks, and a piece of, let's say, a crack. Underneath of it, I found a piece of my flesh. In consequence, I end up in the ER basically that night, which it took forever too. I work in Paoli Hospital. Well, they were taking care of me that night. Thank you all for basically being very patient with me and helping me out. This is basically my wife's job, wrapping it. Tomorrow I'm gonna go to the doctor to see, and they're gonna evaluate my finger right now. Well, right here, if you watch my, if you basically a friend of mine, you're actually on my Facebook, you can see actually basically pictures of the pretty gross. Is literally a hole right here because the when I punch it, the glass or the mirror basically sliced my finger and my skin, and it remained right underneath, so you can see it. In fact, it's actually right there. Since I found it, I'm gonna keep it. My wife like, throw it away. It has blood on the other side. Um, it has blood all over the place. So that's the idea. Today I went to work. It didn't work really good because as a transporter, my job is pushing a stretcher. So when I grab the handle, I have to push, I have to handle, I have to actually use the force of my hand to be able to pull also patients over my stretcher, to pull them over to the. I have to do a lot of things with my hand, not just that, but also have to use the strength of the hand. It's a very physical job. It requires not just my body strength, but also my hand to be able to also handle a pump while I'm pushing a bed. It's, if you know actually hospital staff, you know this actually will be really bad. So basically, my boss and I decided that it was not a good idea because eventually the stitches will basically pull my skin and rip my skin off. So it won't be good. I need to heal. I need to actually let it go. Also because of the impact of the my punch, it was such of like huge impact. When you see the mirror, behind the mirror is a piece of plastic that basically keeps the mirror, in place, and then it's attached to the frame of the side mirror. It was bent. I mean, it was. I put so much force into that punch that I bended the plastic behind. That's. I mean, I'm not trying to brag about it. This is nothing to brag about it. I teach a lesson to my daughters, especially my youngest one, because who's basically, she got that from me and she got that from my father, and I got it from my father. Hold on, yes, my brother I think is the worst one out of the whole family. So I have to teach them a lesson. Please do not do this. If you get angry, do not take it against a wall or any object that you see. Try it as hard as you can to contain your emotions, and if anything, maybe scream, maybe yell, maybe call me names, but do not put yourself in a physical way like actually I've been doing it for my whole life. This is the worst I did to myself. When I saw the mirror and I saw how much force I put into that punch, I'm actually very thankful that it was a mirror. It wasn't something worse. The mirror actually gave up and it broke. But what if it was a wall? What if it was actually something harder? I don't think my hand will be able to withstand the impact of that punch. So it will have a broken bone or a broken hand, or maybe broken bones and hands all together because the impact was huge. I don't think I ever felt that in my entire life. So looking at it today when I found the mirror, I was like, this is serious. Anyway, I don't want to go too dramatic with this thing. I'm sorry, no more drama. So I won't be able to actually produce too many videos with the manual stick. I am gonna be playing actually Assetto Corsa in a couple minutes. I'm gonna reduce actually the size of the of the webcam, which it was like this. I'm gonna reduce it. I don't think I'm gonna put the whole thing obviously, but just a little bit so you can see me. Driving manual today, it really hurt. It's actually very painful because again the impact basically hurt my bone too. So actually I have to say the whole, you were able to see my bone. You were able to see not the bone by the tendon, which is actually very bizarre how it works, because you were able to see expanding, extending, and being flexed. It was pretty gross. I don't want to be actually very graphical here, but it was very, very interesting to see actually my inside of the finger working. You were able to pull also the skin and see actually the joint here. Again, I don't want to be too graphical, but it's very, very interesting how to see how your body works. But anyway, let's actually leave that behind now. I'll be able to actually change gears a little bit. My finger, as you can see on the screen, is completely out of the way. It's actually extended. I cannot bend it, as you can see. So just in case somebody from work actually sees, we're like, oh, he can work, but he can actually play video games. Well, I don't use my finger basically to put any force. And as you can see, I can use any hand. I don't need to put too much force on this hand to tell you the truth. I can use basically this finger or this finger to do it. And I'm gonna reduce probably the force feedback to actually decrease, let's say, usability of this hand, so it will be easier for me to play a little bit. I wanted to do actually a little quick review. Again, I don't do reviews because I'm not a professional. I'm doing quotations with the finger. You can see it. Like when I do the finger, I can do the finger because the other one is like up to, so it looks like I'm giving the piece. Whatever, I can do the English way. Anyway, but yeah, so I will be doing some a little bit review, a little bit of first impressions of Assetto Corsa. I did it before, but unfortunately the video didn't come out really nice. So we're gonna try that again today. And so let's get to that video, and I'll be right back. All right. All right, so hopefully this will work.